Ladies get in first on this topic. Let's talk to Gwen in Ohio. Gwen, what's up? Good morning.
Good morning. I'm also a first-time caller, and I'm really excited to speak to you today. This is really cool.
Yeah, it's great to talk to you.
Thanks. Well, I have to tell you, as a woman, my internal voice is just fine. I can't believe that she, as an empowered woman, would feel like she can speak for all of us, and that somehow we're supposed to be in lockstep. We're all supposed to be in agreement. She's delusional. It's amazing. And what also I find frustrating is that she panders. She loses her formal voice when she's talking in these venues, and instead of thinking and acting, she's asking what we're doing, what are we thinking, and I find it very irritating because she doesn't speak for me. Hillary Clinton was vastly unqualified to be president, and yet by nature of my DNA and my femaleness, I am somehow supposed to agree with her, and if not, there must be something off with my internal dialogue. It's insulting, and it's just silly.
Yeah, I think so too, Gwen, and this is why we want ladies to weigh in, especially some of you first-time callers. So is this something that you've experienced in your, do you have a lot of women in your life who also support the president and don't try to think in terms of their gender? Because I'm old enough to remember when we were told we were told that women are supposed to be able to think freely, not conform to some orthodoxy because the rich and powerful tell them to.
Oh, exactly. I mean, I was raised in a family with strong women, and we were taught to think for ourselves, to be problem solvers, to be collaborators, work together. And, I'm one of 6 girls in my family, and we're all very successful professional people. And interestingly, I'm an elementary school principal. I have a lot to say about Michelle Obama's lunch program. We threw away more food. They would give us stuff, here, eat this, demonstrate healthy eating to the kids, and I couldn't even choke some of that mess down. So, I think that she tried to connect with people during her first ladyship by talking about Spanx, by trying to make herself look like a real world woman. But when you are elevated to the wife of the most powerful man in the United States, talking about your undergarments, trying to relate in that kind of way, it really comes across as cheap.
Yeah, I think so too. And she does not have a relatable life. She was very successful in her own right. She was Harvard Law School. She was, I think, was the president of a hospital or vice president of the hospital, making a gigantic salary there. And she's someone who's achieved a lot in her life. Her efforts to try to connect with people on sort of a grassroots level, on a personal level, failed. I think that people need leaders. They need leadership. If she can be a leader and not connect, like Donald Trump doesn't have any concept of what it's like to make $70,000 a year or to make $48,000 a year and be a normal person, a normal American. But the president doesn't understand that, and yet he still has a way to connect because he goes for the leadership angle. He doesn't go for the "I'm one of you guys" angle, which is I think a mistake on Michelle Obama's part. Try to make herself seem relatable in that way.
Exactly. And in order to be relatable, she tries to change who she is. She tries to change even the way that she normally speaks. Trump is who he is. He doesn't change who he is. He doesn't change how he speaks to people. And you see with Michelle and also with Obama that depending upon their audience, they try to relate by talking down, talking the same as their audience. And that's unnecessary, and frankly, it's insulting. You don't have to be that way to be a leader. You're much more effective simply by being yourself.
Yeah, thanks, Gwen. I appreciate the call. Very clear, very articulate, especially for a first-time caller.